All right, so if you read the front of these T-shirts here, it'll give you a pretty good idea of how we feel about how Portland, Oregon should be kept for the duration in the future. But what you probably don't know is the guy that came up with the line. Well, I'm standing next to him, and until this morning, I had no idea that Terry Courier from Music Millennium came up with this line that now is very well recognized around the world. So how did this come about, man?
Well, my friend who has a record store in Texas, Waterloo Records, he had told me that somebody in Austin had created the slogan, "Keep Austin Weird." Now, for the 3 years leading up to that point, I had been trying to figure out a way to run ads in the paper to support other businesses. We were in the good times of record business, and I just thought, well, I'll take some of my money and go, let's support places like Cinema 21 and Palace Books and unique local restaurants. What it was about was local business really creates the feeling of a city. It's the uniqueness of a city as a local business. A lot of cities you go to and you don't get that feeling like you get in Portland. It's really homogenized with just all these national businesses. So I kept asking them about this, you know, and there was like 5 people down there that had said they'd come up with the phrase, and there was all these things in the paper and the media. And he goes, "And you have so much interest in this, you should do this yourself." And I go, "Yeah, I should do it myself. This is exactly what I'm looking for, you know. I would have made a bumper sticker that says, 'Keep Portland Unique.' Doesn't sound good. But keep Portland weird. That's really what our town is about." And
what do you think, what is it about Portland that is weird, though? I mean, if you live here, you know that it's different here. This is a cool town to live in, but the weirdness of it, what is it?
Well, I look at the word weird as unique. And, you know, we have so much local things, you know, from business number one. I mean, there's a lot of entrepreneurship here. A lot of young people start businesses. We've always been a recyclable city, so you see, you know, a used bookstore, a used record store, a used furniture store, a used clothing store, all over the place. And then you go downtown, you know, go to places like Saturday Market, and you've got, you know, people doing interesting things on the street, from musicians to, you know, the Silver Man to the guy who's Elvis down there that plays a cardboard guitar, you know, these kind of things. We have a vacuum cleaner museum in Portland. I mean, how many cities have a vacuum cleaner museum? But there's just a certain different tone to the way people live their lives in Portland. We have a lot of great inner city communities in here that are really self-sufficient. You've got areas like Alberta, which wasn't done with city planning here. Just a bunch of people went up there and go, well, I'm going to start a business, I'm going to start a business. And they created this great neighborhood. Same thing with Mississippi. And then you got places like Clinton Street over there, which has been growing into a great area. And Division. Division's become this great restaurant row. You know, where 20 years ago was, where are we going to eat? You know?
Keep Portland weird. Terry Courier, the guy who created it.